Hi dear students, in this video we are going to study decimals. We are starting to new chapter with this video. This is the first video about first chapter, and it's about multiplying by 0.1 and 0.01 and dividing by 0.1 and 0.01 it's going to be. Firstly, we need to remember 0.1. 0.1 is equal to 0.1 is equal to 1 over 10, and 0.01 is equal to 1 over 100 it's going to be. With respect to this one, if we solve these exercises here, let me remind about this exercise. 234, when you multiply by 0.1, means that 234, I'm solving the A1, 234 times 0.1 is equal to 234 times, actually we will use this sign, multiplication sign, times 0. Actually I'm going to change also that one also, 1 over 10, which is equal to 234 times 1 divided by 10 it's going to be, which is equal to 234 divided by 10 it's going to be, and that's equal to, this is the important part here, how much we are going to, how many unit we are going to add the decimal point. We are going to always start from left right to left. We are going to count right to left. We are going to accept that the decimal point is here. With respect to zeros, we are going to move to the left side. So if we have 1 0, it means that we are going to move this decimal point 1 unit to left, and it's going to be equal to 23.4. I'm counting again from the right to left, from right side to left side, how many zeros there are. Then I'm going to locate my decimal point. Okay, let's do this one for the second one. Here the B, and 6.5 times it's going to be 0.01 here times 0.01 it's going to be, and here that's equal to 6.5 times 1 over times 1 over 100 it's going to be, which is equal to 6.5 divided by 100. This is also important now. As I said before, I'm going to move my decimal point 2 units right. I'm going to move here the 6.5 it's going to be, I'm going to move this decimal point 1 and 2 units right, and I'm going to place my decimal point here. But as you see here, there is no number. That's why I'm going to fill that empty places with zeros, and the answer is going to be 0.065. I'm going to solve one more exercises which is not on this page later. While we are solving the exercises, I'm going to solve one more exercise there. Okay, let's continue here. We need to remember the same thing here. 1 over 0.1 is equal to 1 over 10, and 0.01 is equal to 1 over 100. So when you divide by 0.1 at the same time, this is the division by fraction, integer divided by fraction rule. We learned in the previous chapter this one. 23, I'm solving the A1, 23 divided by 0.1, I'm sorry, 0.1 means 23 divided by 1 over 10. Again, I'm repeating, we need to remember that we are going to divide by fraction. So the method for the fraction, we are going to multiply that one. We are going to write times here. Then we are going to switch numerator to denominator, denominator to numerator. Pardon, this is numerator to denominator, denominator to numerator. It's going to be. So as you see, we are going to write like dividing by 10 over 1. 10 over 1 is equal to 10. So this is 23 times 10. It becomes 230. And the second one, if we solve the second one here, the B1, 4.5 divided by 0.1, 4.5 divided by 0.01, yes, that means 4.5 divided by 1 over 100. When we divide fraction, we are going to multiply numerator to denominator. We are going to switch, as you remember from the previous videos and question. 4.5 times, this time it is important, 4.5 times, it's going to be 100 divided by 1, which is equal to 100. Now, as inverse in the previous part, when you divide by the multiples of 10 or integer powers of 10, when you divide, you are moving the decimal point to the left side. But when you are multiplying by the powers of 10 with respect to number of zeros, you are adding to the right side. So if there are two zeros, it means that you are going to move your decimal point. You are going to move this decimal point 2 unit to right side, which means 4.5, and again you are going to move 1 point right side. So you are going to fill these empty places by 0. So your answer is going to be equal to 4.50 decimal point. But at the end, when the decimal point, if it is written at the end, as you know, we are not writing that one, we are writing 450, and this is the answer of the question. It's going to be. Here there are some exercises. I'm going to make it stronger, that's why I'm going to try to explain this one. Here there are two methods for this one. For each question, it's going to be, we are going to multiply by the same number, or we are going to divide by the same number. We are going to try to understand how we are going to do that one. But the numbers are fixed here, so there is only one solution for each question. It's going to be. Now on this page, we are going to solve some extra questions to understand the topic better here. Here, the decimal point moved 2 units left, so it means that we multiply by smaller number. We multiply by smaller number, and we send it to the left, or we can say like this: we we divide by here. Okay, on this page we are going to solve more questions to understand the solutions better. Firstly, we are going to fill these gaps with these numbers. Let's remember that times 0.1 it's going to be, which means that times 1 over 10 it's going to be. This is times 1 over 100 it's going to be. This is times, or it can be like that. This is divided by 1 over 10, and this is divided by 1 over 100 it's going to be. Actually, divided by 1 over 10 means it is multiplied by 10, and divided by 1 over 100 means it is multiplied by 100, and we are going to try to understand. Now from this I'm going to write something here to understand what is the number. And as I understand from this one, my decimal point moved to the left side. So actually here I'm dividing by 100 because the decimal point was here, and here 1 unit, 2 unit to left side it moved, and it was here, and the answer becomes 0.042. In which case I'm dividing by 100. Let's see here. I'm dividing by 10, I'm dividing by 100, I'm multiplying by 10, I'm multiplying by 100. Here the problem is when you multiply by 0.1, also you need to remember that one, you are multiplying by 1 over 10, which means you are dividing. When you divide by 0.1, it means that you are multiplying by 10. That may confuse you. That's why we are going to be careful about that one also here. So here it means that it is divided, so this is going to be times 0.01. Here, as you see, our decimal point moved to the right side because we get rid of the decimal point. So 1 unit and 2 units we get rid of. It means that this number is multiplied by 100. It means that we are going to divide by 0.1. So this means that we divided this number by 0.01. And here, as you see, again we made the same thing. We moved to right, and it becomes 1 unit. If we move, it will be only 7, but here 2 units moved. That's why we divide by 0.01 again, and here this is going to be times, we multiply by 0.1 again. Here what we are going to do, we are going to multiply. As I said, we are going to, when we multiply, we are going to move the decimal point to the left side. When we divide, we are going to move the decimal point to the right side. So this is same with 1.6 divided by 0.1 means 1.6 divided by times 1 over 10, which is equal to 1.6 is equal to, 1.6 divided by 10. When you divide by 10, I said we are going to move the decimal point to the left side, then it's going to be 0.16, and for this one we are dividing now, and we are going to make 3.4 times 100 divided by 1, which is equal to 3.4 times 100. That's equal to 2 zeros we have, so 2 units you are going to move. That's going to be 340 point actually, but we are going to write only 340. Okay, this is the end of the video.